Thank you, Alan, and good evening, everyone. If I haven't been able to say hello to you, I look forward to seeing you after the event and having a drink with you and an ice cream social. But thank you, Lynn, and thank you to all you wonderful grantees for coming and sharing the story of what some of our grant dollars go for. And Joe, I'm pretty sure you probably need some trail volunteers after what happened up there in Oxford. I wouldn't be surprised. So, and Will, I want to thank you, and I want to thank your wonderful, tremendous staff, because it is because of you we can do all these incredibly great things here in the Valley. So thank you. And Alan, I truly appreciate your chairmanship of this great board and of our board's clear direction and the support that you are leading us down to these great paths. And I truly appreciate it. I don't know if the audience has seen our board members, but maybe we could make use of the paddles. And if all of my current board members could raise your paddles up so then people could see who's on the VCF board of directors. Thank you. You will notice our theme tonight and in the annual report is sharing the journey to a stronger community. That's because, like any good hike, we have selected a destination with a clear direction and are making purposeful strides towards a stronger community. That journey isn't ours alone. While we chart our course, VCF is fortunate enough to be accompanied by all of you, fund holders, nonprofits, the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven, and all the community members, you who support our mission. Most recently, as Lynn had referenced, our biggest trail marker has been the 2016 Valley Community Index. The data in this report has been invaluable. It has been our barometer in telling us about where we were, where we are now, and gives us inspiration of where we want to get headed to. In fact, as Lynn said, the groundwork is now getting in place for the 2019 Valley Community Index, so we can start seeing what the trends are. Data Haven and Siena College Research Institute are in the process of conducting a new statewide well-being survey that goes into that index. And they're going to be continuing it throughout the summer. So if you get a phone call, and I know I'm asking a lot here, but if you get a phone call and the ID of that caller is Siena Research College, could you please answer the phone and answer the questions? It's got to be one of the hardest things to figure out how to get, these unbiased survey questions done. But they're going to give it a good try. So if you see that, please give it a call. Please answer that call. And one of the early byproducts of the 2016 index was the creation of the Valley Interfaith Council. Understanding that our faith-based leaders are on the front line when it comes to our families in need, they were invited to hear about the index and the information that it contains. They agreed that the benefits of being informed on the issues in the Valley and the available resources for their congregations would be considerable. So for almost a year now, these faith-based leaders from our 5 Valley towns, as well as Naugatuck and Beacon Falls, are convening regularly. They are meeting to share information, explore opportunities to collaborate, and grow their understanding of the important issues in our area. But what makes this story even better is that this council is receiving ongoing support of VCF, the Valley United Way, Griffin Hospital, TEAM, and other members of the Valley Health and Human Service Council, so that we help them to make sure that it's a success, that they will continue to meet. We have a number of members from the council and the support team here tonight. So if all of you could raise your thumbs up paddle, give people an idea of who's here in the audience that's a member of the council. Got a lot over on that side. Very good. Thank you. And as Alan mentioned, another big activity for this year was the progress that we're making on the Valley Gives Back. A core tenet of our mission is to build philanthropy in the Valley. Community members, professional advisors, and nonprofits serving the Valley continue to be informed and hopefully inspired to encourage people to consider even making a non-binding commitment to the Valley when they are doing their retirement or estate planning. The difference it will make in our communities really could be transformative. When you think of what the Gates brothers did in 1950 and what we're seeing today, it's transformative. So whether it goes to the VCF or it goes to any one of the Valley nonprofits, imagine if everyone were to give 2% or 5% of within their estate plan to causes that they cared about. Imagine the legacy that that person leaves and the impact their gift would have on the future vibrancy of the Valley. One of the factors that motivated us to help nonprofits build this other revenue source is that unreliability of the governmental funding and an ever-growing need for services that are coming as part of that problem. There's never been a more important time for VCF to support organizations that have these issues. And as Will was saying, that is why this permanent endowment is so important. So it's more important to support our organizations committed to the Valley. We are living in a time when the quality of life for the most needy Valley residents is more and more dependent on the generosity of others to build, protect, and enhance the vibrancy of our community for our nonprofits. As such, we recognize the significant challenges that face our nonprofits. That's why in 2017, VCF made our largest multi-year commitment in our history by awarding $856,000 in general operating support to our Valley organizations. Okay, I'm applauding. We are confident that providing this type of support will provide many nonprofits that reliable source of funding during a time when they are facing financial uncertainty and empower these grantees to direct the support where it is needed most. The needs and the opportunities can vary quickly. It changes from neighborhood to neighborhood, from town to town, and from congregation to congregation. Looking ahead, the VCF board and staff have begun to do their work on the next strategic plan. It's incredible to see how far we've come in these past 5 years of our current strategic plan. We know so much more about our community thanks to the index, and we have earned the support of many, many of you in this room who believe in our mission and want to join us in making a difference. And what a better way to help get involved than to set up a fund. See my segue? So last year, we welcomed, as Alan said, 7 new funds in the VCF family. And I enjoyed setting each of those funds up with the people in this room. It was a real joy. Sometimes there were real tears involved, but it was a real joy to know how we, the Community Foundation, can help families that want to do something good. That is why we're here. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Jen Magri, as well as Marianne Smythe, who are our board members, but also our chairs of development, to come and introduce you to our new fund holders.